Hi everyone. How's your day going? I had a great day. I decided I should probably take at least an hour or so and try to clean up my art space, also known as the dining room table. But then I found some interesting things as I was cleaning up, and I thought, you know what? I don't feel like cleaning today, so I'm not going to. I really wanted to do something with these two pieces of paper. The one that has all of the typing on it. It's all a bunch of random characters. I don't know if someone sent me that in a happy mail or if somebody gave me the printouts that come out of their copy machine when it's testing itself or what. Anyway, I decided to glue this page into the art journal I'm currently working on. A lot of the pages have come out, but that's okay. I had a heck of a time with the glue today. It just was not my day for the glue. I tried Elmer's, couldn't get it to come out of the thing. Tried, this is art glitter glue, which is really just glue. There's no glitter in it. That's just the name of it. That didn't work. So I went back to the Elmer's glue. Took the top off. And I thought, what could I do to apply this glue? Paintbrush, cotton ball, Q-tip, sponge. What do I have nearby? Couldn't find anything. Decided I better glue the right way. Come on, Sheila, get your act together. Still didn't work. Took the top back off. I can tap just a little out, and I'll just use my fingers to apply it so I don't have to go looking for... Oh, no. Here I'm frantically looking for a towel. I need new towels. Just getting this first page glued down. Then I'm going to take a bone folder and go over it. And what that does, it gets out any air bubbles trapped in the glue. Just makes for a flatter, smoother background. Sometimes it's wrinkly, but I don't really care. And sometimes by the time I get done putting things on the page, it's really wrinkly anyway. And it doesn't bother me at all. Kind of adds to the character of it, I think. Here I'm trying to decide about color scheme. And I'm just grabbing random things on my desk that are different colors and trying to decide how I'm going to go about this. Then I found the bee stamp, and I thought, do I want to switch projects and go work on the bees? No. Keep working on the project you're on, Sheila. Try to stay on task. I'm thinking, do I want to use color with this text? Do I want to apply paint? What am I going to do? Thinking, what's this? Oh, by the way, I found my narrow tip acrylic pens. I was so excited. They were in a box, safe, so I would know where to find them, but I didn't label the box, so that did not help me at all. I'm going to go grab some other markers, see if anything calls out to me, any particular color. So the yellow was calling out to me, the turquoise, the purple, and I hadn't decided about using any metallics or white or black just yet. I think I ended up going for the yellow marker, the big one. Yep. And I'm applying the paint from the paint pen onto the cutting board, which is also a palette for me. And trying to decide how to apply it. I decided to use this random rubber band that was on my desk. And I just rolled the rubber band in the paint and then rolled it on the paper, just randomly. No plan here, just going with it. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I have no idea what's going to happen at this point. I Got rid of some neutral colors. Ooh, got to the turquoise and the purple. My faves. Excuse me. My throat is really sore. I hope I'm not getting sick. Oh, there I ended up using the canvas, or not the canvas, the palette to clean off the paint, get the paint on the paper. Again, I have no plan here. I'm just randomly picking colors. I went for the purple. Yeah. No plan still. I have no idea what's going to be coming. I'm sorry if you can hear my swallowing and it bothers you, but I don't know. Something's wrong with my throat. I was trying to decide about this butterfly. I couldn't decide if I was going to use half of it or the whole thing or a fourth of it. So I decided, you know what, just start cutting and see what happens. I think I'm just cutting around the edge of the butterfly off screen. Getting some paint to add to the back of it. Oh, I know what it was. I was thinking about putting black paper behind that butterfly, but then I didn't want to take the time to look for the paper. So I came back, found some black ink, and I put that on the back of the butterfly in certain spots. I think that's what I did. Trying to decide where it goes here. I just wasn't sure about the placement. I think I ended up going for the upper left in the end. Just trimming around the edge of that butterfly now. I still don't really know where I'm going with this. I was trying to decide where to put his body. In the end, I think I put it right in the ditch, like between the two pages. Yep, that's what I did. Sorry about that noise in the background. Our street is suddenly very busy. I did manage to get some art glitter glue out of the bottle this time. Got out some baby wipes, cleaning my hands off, and then I started just manipulating the wipe, and I thought, I wonder what would happen if I add some water to this. So I added some water. And then I decided I was just going to go over all the paper with it. Again, I have no idea where this is going. My neighbors are arguing. I hope you can't hear them. So the baby wipe kind of turned purple after I wiped it all over the page, and so I decided to color the butterfly in with that color. So it's kind of like a mid lavender kind of a color at this point in time. Not sure if that will be the ultimate color of the butterfly or not, but for now it's a lavender. I did wipe off some paint in the upper left hand corner in order to make it look like there was some light in the background, like maybe from the sun or a candle. I'm not sure yet. Then I was trying to decide which black pen to use to outline the butterfly. And being very careful as I go around it because the paper with the butterfly in it was just like the same weight as a regular piece of copy paper. So it's pretty thin. So I had to apply that black paint very carefully. Can't remember what I did next. Oh, I remembered about the trim. Here I am, quote unquote, auditioning the trim on different parts of the paper. Then I decided I was just going to make a straight edge on the edge of the paper. So I went ahead and figured that out. There was a moment when I couldn't tell which was the front and which was the back of that trim, but I think they're both the same actually. So I'm just trying to figure that out here. I'm liking the way that the black trim pulls the eye to the black on the butterfly that's there so far. Here's where I finally commit to gluing it down, I think. So I cut 2 equal pieces. Perhaps I'll put the other one on the opposing page. I cut it a little longer on both the top of the book and the bottom of the book, just in case I want to add some kind of dangle off it eventually. Here I am trying to decide what's next, I think. Oh, I remember I went looking for those clothespins. I knew they were somewhere around the dining room, so I had to go looking for those. So I do end up using them, and I think it came out really well, the way I decided to use them. So I don't want to spoil it. So first I got to get them out of the package. And they're tiny little clothespins, not paper clips, which I mistakenly called them in a previous video. And then I was feeling the packaging and I thought, that feels really cool. And so then I ended up opening the packaging up and thinking it might be really cool if I could glue it down on top of the butterfly as the next layer of the butterfly. Went overboard on the Elmer's again. I really got to solve my glue issues. Here I'm just trying to get it to stick. The next time I do this or try to do this, I think I'm going to use a burnishing tool like you use with the gel plate or a brayer. I'm using the baby wipe again here, and I'm wiping off more of the background paint. Here I'm just clipping around their wings. I'm not measuring, I'm not fussing with it too much because I haven't decided if that's going to stay on that butterfly or if I'm going to remove it and add something else. But I do know that that thing needs to dry for at least 24 hours before I dare touch it because the paper was starting to get very thin and very fragile. So I can't do any more work on it tonight. Sometimes the glue is working this time, sometimes not. Oh, if any of you have recommendations for glue, can you please tell me? I feel like I try so many different kinds and I just struggle with it so much. I decided to use these little wooden paper clips to add extra closure in on that trim, since I wasn't really sure how well the glue would hold at that point. And I think the end result is cool. I think this was almost the end of the video. Once I get these paper clips, not paper clips, sorry, clothespins, all the way down the page. I think I did every 3 strands of beads, I did 1 clothespin. The page is super wet right now. It's got to dry. I think that's just about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. I would love to hear your comments as well. Bye now. I guess I wasn't done. Just trimming more off that butterfly. I don't know why the camera is shaking so much. I mean, I was kind of dancing around when I was doing this because I had the music going. Today I listened to Lady Gaga and Pink Floyd. And towards the end there, I was getting some Led Zeppelin, and who was the other one? Mumford and Sons. It was a good time. I'm just trying to see if everything's going to stick. All right. Have a good one.